So, hello everyone, and welcome back to our next topic about practicing speaking IELTS with my friend. And today we will talk about opinion. Well, I have to admit this before we start. At first, it's it's really hard to reply the topic because it's like um, Tagalog misunderstood me. So it's like it will at first it thought that um, I was going to ask about questions that uh, share your opinion about something. However, well, I have to try several times to make it clear that it is about the topic called opinion. So, yeah, finally it worked. So, let's get started. First question. Do you usually express your opinion openly?
Openly. I think I sometimes do that. Like when I got to the weekend, I was I was some meeting with my close friend. Then I will disclose some of my opinion about all of the work we made in the week, or also some of the things about future discussion. What should we talk, or more thing else. Besides the weekend, I usually don't express opinion much. Yeah, so only at weekend. I feel I got the motivation and I feel close enough to confidently express when I with my friend. Okay, so how do you feel when someone not disagree with your opinion?
It will depend a bit on the situation, but usually when someone disagrees with my opinion, I will just think about theirs and to consider if their opinion are right or not. If I felt that there is something right with the opinion, that I will gladly agree with them without any hesitation. However, if some problems that the answer is too clear, if someone disagree with it, I will try to offend until I get the answer that I want. Okay, so next one. Do you think it's important to share your opinion with others? Wait, Uh, do you think it's important to share your opinions with others?
Wait. Okay, I'm back there. So I think it's a necessary skill that you need because when you share your opinion with others, it can be first a kind of way to relieve stress. Where your opinion doesn't need to be replied back. You just want to have a way um, to share those things inside your soul to so everybody can hear and discuss about that. So it can be a way to relieve your stress. And also, when you're giving opinion to other, you other will know how you think about them, so they can maybe they can continue their good side, or knowing what they are bad side, so they can change their behavior or something else. So yeah, it's very important to say opinion. Okay, so how about you? Have you ever change your opinion over time?
Well, really rarely, because I am quite I'm quite firm with my opinions, and usually, if there isn't any special reason, I will never change my opinion, although it can be contrast to most people's thoughts. Is this really this especially true in things about um, um, my review about something, although because it's funny to if you know that although other people can say can although most people can say that something is really bad and they didn't enjoy it. However, I I I, I still find I still find one or two things that makes me feel enjoyable about that thing, although it's yeah extremely bad. So let's continue. Mm, do you prefer uh, to keep your opinion as secret or to reveal it to other people?
Yeah, I mostly will share with other people about my opinions because I'm people who want to engage with many more people, and so I want to have something to say with them. So I usually give my point of view to their work or their lifestyle, and yeah, it's still in a polite way. I don't give in too much rude word or so. But in case of something like some too sensitive, like it kind of hurt their feeling, then I will decide that I can decide to keep the opinion to myself before things calm down or things calm down a bit. Yeah. Oh, okay. So are you a person being influenced by other people's opinion?
Wow, really, really. Because as I have said in the last question, I'm very firm about my opinion, and though how many people said about anything, although contrary to me, I will still hold it, and it's very hard for me to uh, it's really hard for other people to change my mind after I have decided about something, especially in reviews like yeah what I have told. So next question: do you think people should always speak their mind?
Oh, I totally agree with this. As we discussed before, speaking the mind first can okay, we have some commercial break here due to some issue. We'll back to this question later.
Just speak. You don't have to. You don't have to stop when I am doing something like that. I'm still listening.
Oh yeah, yeah, but yeah, I also have some issue, so I will back to the question. So, as we discussed before, speaking Zama is one of the way for the pupil to relieve the stress, relieve the threat or some emotional conflict inside them. And also, if you when you speak your mind, other people will know how do you feel about them, so they know what to do. You know, a lot of problem comes from the reason that people rarely speak to each other, so that create a lot of confusion. So, your clarity, speaking your voice is very important, but not always. Yeah, you sometimes have to see the context and the environment outside to see if you should speak your opinion or just keep it to yourself. Sometimes when you speak, it will hurt or making the situation being worse. Okay, so uh, as you said before, you are quite being influenced by other points of view. So I think it is easy for you to change your opinion regularly. So I will skip that question. So I want to know that do you enjoy discussing your opinions with other people?
Oh wow, yes, because if although you know although I'm not influenced by other opinions, but I still want to hear them, so I could evaluate and have a clear vision about what other people will think about that problem as well. So the next question, do you think opinions are important in decision making?
Okay, so here we have that in when you want to make a decision because you can know the thing in a direct way. When you have opinions from other people, you can clarify that decision to be good or bad to your work or your daily life. Yeah, yeah, like you have another source, those you can see and compare to your own logic about that decision. So it is very important to in decision making. It is just it's like having multiple sources for you to compare and not and you are not falling into a bias trap.
Hmm.
Okay, so we have complete at least the first part of opinion topic. We should come to the next part.
Okay, so let's wait for a moment. Yeah, now we can continue again. So your turn.
Your screen is still in part one. Yeah.
More question now. Um,
Okay. I see that now. Okay, so do you think people should always be honest about your opinion, or you think where in what occasion they should somewhat lie about their point of view?
well, let's be honest. Um, Most of the time we should be honest about the opinion, but for some really sensitive topics, they should they should avoid to give their opinion, or they should really be careful when they want to give something, because you don't want because most of us don't want to have conflict and conflict with other people on really personal or sensitive things, right? Especially when you have to face an opinion in social media nowadays. Yeah, if you don't want to be hated by other people, remember to keep mindful brain before you could say anything about it. Okay, so the next question. Wait, just the second the second question is a little bit familiar, but I answered it at the first page, so it's your time to answer this question. So, how do you usually react when someone disagrees with you?
Okay, so well, disagree. It can be a bad thing to hear us first, but because that is still their opinion. It's just it should start from somewhere from their view about me. So first, the first action we have to do is listen to them, listen why what thing they disagree with me and why they don't have the same conclusion with my opinion. and after listen appropriate way, we I will and still know the reason. I will try to like try to see if you can solve the conflict. If not, I will accept his opinions as another aspect to approach approach the idea, or else we can create a we can I can collab with the people to create a much stronger opinion to like some stuff for things that we are discussing. Yeah. Okay, so okay, so how do you think opinions can affect relationship?
Wow, opinions really affect relationships a lot because if the opinion is constructive or appropriate, it can bond our relationship together. However, if the opinion is hateful or conflicting, it's really easy to lead to clash and uh, and uh, and ruin our relationship with other people. Even there are many people started to fight or kill each other just because of uh, really different opinions. Right? Maybe you have heard many things, many cases like that. Mhm. So, next question. Wow, is it is important to respect other people's opinion.
Definitely you have to do that. It's like some first rule when you're learning about the behavior in a behavior lesson. As I said before, other opinions, whether it should be come from somewhere, from their knowledge or their point of view about their life. So it still has a value in some aspect. So you also it why it can be said to you or can be in a much different way. You still have to respect them as so that you show that you are people who are open-minded and engage in with other people. Okay, so do you think people's opinions are influenced by the media now, with the advent of social platform now, we are now much shifting much to receive information from online media, right? Not like from news station in the old days. So do you think the media influence people opinion now?
Yes, I have to say a lot. You know, when there is something controversy, most people on social media will look at one side and maybe approve or disapprove the person without really thinking about what he or she has done or or is there any hidden things behind. You may know the incident with a famous singer in Vietnam, J J97. You know the drama of he of he let's say he abandoned his child, and at that time I remember social media citizens criticized him a lot. But but after a press meeting this May, yeah, maybe this if I don't remember wrong, this May, then every and every everything hidden have been revolved and their opinion and and social media users opinion instantly changed to from criticizing him to really approve to really understand and approve his action. Maybe you remember this story.
Yeah, I don't surf the online platform much, so I didn't I afraid it I know anything about that story, but that is some interesting to see the influence of online media, newspaper, and magazine in our ways to receive information now. Yeah.
Okay, so let's continue. Uh, do you think children should be taught to express their opinion?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. I will out of question said in previous thing, express by expressing opinion, you are helping them to engage in a very critical skill for the future. That is decision making. Uh, so decisions have to be made in a much in a logical way. So by expressing opinion, they are having chance to express their work, their logical in a much clear way, so other people can understand. That is a good way in a. Is this a good point in how children can presentation their idea to other people. And as I said before, having other people, when you express opinions, other will likely to give your their opinions about your opinions as well. So you are now having a lot of trustworthy trust to to make sure that, your opinion is valid and have good point. So they should be taught to express their opinion at early age. Okay, so do you think opinions always based on fact, or it can be based on something else?
Wow, that's one thing that I have to say. It is not always based on facts because now let's consider one thing. You know, many people have to separate between fact and opinion because fact is always always true and never change. However, opinions is mm, is sometimes subjective. So, like in my situation, I sometimes like something even it is not really highly recommended by other people. Is some is subjective and based on what people really think about uh, that thing themselves. So opinions are not always facts, but facts it could be opinion. Okay, so well, this is interesting. Do you think people are more opinionated today than in the past?
Oh, I need some rephrase now. What is opinionated?
Well, it's simply that if people now live based based on opinion now than the past.
Uh,
Live
so
more.
you are, so well,
And
okay. So can you repeat the question?
okay, so do you think people nowadays live on opinion more than in the past?
Okay, now, yeah, so I can definitely see that as a valid argument because now we have a lot of ways to like we have a lot of ways to have an opinion, right? You can meet your friend in offline to build your opinion. You can see your environment. Uh, or the event, the people, and also you now have online. You can now surfing for a lot of things online. So you are now so people are now even have more opinion to express for something that. So yeah, people are now opinionated today than in the past. Okay, so when you give opinion, you surely that you want your opinion to be listened and discussed by other people. But sometimes they are just completely ignore your your point of view. So how do you feel when you got that situation?
Wow, of course, I will be a little bit worried because if people ignore my opinion, it seems that they don't care about me anymore. But then I will stop and think about my opinion. It can be because uh, my opinion is not right, or is there anything offensive in my opinion? I will answer this kind of question very carefully before I decide to say if I should continue with my opinion or not. And in most situations, I will try to have my opinion heard as best as possible. Okay, so we can wait for a moment before we continue to the last part. Okay, so now we are back and we will continue with some of these questions before we ended our talk today. So let's start it first. Do you think it's easy to express your opinion in a group?
Okay, it can be both easy and difficult. If you have a group of close friends, you have a lot of activities with them, and you feel close to emotion with them. Then expressing your opinion to them, it can be an easy task. Other people will understand what you said and can give you a lot of answer or feedback for your opinion. But if you have a group of strangers, for example, if you are working in a company group or in a university, then it can be very hard because you don't know how other people want to hear uh, the information. So when you express it, they can ignore your opinion or have uh, bad feeling about you. So yeah, it's hard to do in that environment. So, okay, have you ever regret sharing your opinion?
Mm, yes, to be honest, I remember an event when uh, I share my own opinion about news that I accidentally found on the internet, and then some of my friends judged me because my opinion was quite offensive to them. Well, at that time, I have to admit I really regret my opinion. I wish that I hadn't done that. Okay, so well, this question will be really suitable to ask you because I have said this before. Do you think people should get their opinion, even if unpopular?
Yeah, it's still your opinion. Yeah, you have your point of view for and your reason for that unpopular. And unpopular doesn't mean that it doesn't true. It's just it have that that many aspects of the life have different point of view depend on how you receive them and yeah, so you can how receive them. So having unpopular opinion isn't a bad thing. It just so that if you have a logical thing to explain why for that particular, then I think it's just a normal thing. You don't need to be shy or feel uncomfortable with that. And sometimes having unpopular opinion can enable you to have actually like some unique idea for future stuff in your future for your future stuff. Yeah, okay, so next thing, wait,
This should be the last one.
yeah, so I select one that should be haven't asked before. Uh, so I will switch some of one of them. So, are you confident when expressing your opinion to a pupil that doesn't speak the same language as you, like a foreign pupil?
Well, yes, because it's really easy to understand that now we are really good at English. You know, we are here because we are good at English, and it's not really hard for me to express my opinion in English because except for some really small situations when I don't understand what they are saying, but it's quite rare to it's quite rare for that to happen. Okay, so this is the last question of our talk today. Wow, today is a smooth talk again, right? So thank you everyone for watching and bye. See you around. Bye.
Rồi, anh đi ngủ đây, chào ya.